Oh, Seaver, you got the Kutuzov from the containers as well? Damn, I really do need to update that.
Oh my god, what is with these containers?
Baby data duty, okay. So, why don't you tell us about this wonderful ship called the Kutuzov while I take screenshots?
I think it's a tier 10 ship. I think that sums it up. I mean, what else can I say? I average like something like 100k damage per game in this thing. So it's up there along with my tier 10s in terms of performance.
Yeah.
And just it's so strong against absolutely everything.
So, what makes it so strong?
Smoke. And it's like 3 smokes might not sound like much, but then it gets you through the first 10 minutes where the enemy ships still haven't really thinned out and all the big guns are very hungry for the cruiser citadels. So
But
yeah, once you get past that stage, one-on-one you can dodge. Kutuzov for some reason has Russian bias rudder that turns super quickly, so it's really good at juking stuff. So and because with that rudder, I don't use the rudder shift mod. I use the acceleration mod, so I also accelerate pretty quickly as well. And
gotcha.
that gives a lot of benefits, both for slowing down to smoke, accelerating to dodge torps, and all that.
Sure. Now, talking about battleships and stuff like that, so Conqueror, if it's got AP, can really melt, nuke you. The HE can do bad things to you too. Enterprise, LOL, you have defensive fire and some of the best anti-air in the game for your A cruiser. Burgoyne can do dirty things to you. Iowa, Des Moines, Buffalo can do dirty things to you. Cleveland's, whatever. Ibuki, if he gets a broadside shot, ouch. But yeah, I mean, and at the same time, the battleships are your food, right? You're just gonna sit there and spam on them.
True, but I think this game will evolve into something not purely spamming battleships and racking up a shitload. There will be some intense shit at the end.
Sounds good. As you try to go into port there. Now, I'm assuming you've got IFHE on your Kutuzov.
Yes, that's a 19-point commander dedicated specifically for the Kutuzov, because I love it so much.
Yeah, it's a great ship. And so the reason I bring that up is that Conqueror and the Burgoyne have 32mm armor, which means you will chew that up easily, spit it out.
I mean, there's a reason why this ship is removed from the premium.
You can also see his tremendous ability to shoot super long distance. You may recall the Kutuzov came out right when Wargaming decided to get rid of the ability of AFT, BFT, and Expert Marksman impacting 155 and below guns. So as a result, when they released the Kutuzov, they just built those buffs in, saying that most players would do that anyway.
Yeah, but then that freed up, commander points, and
Exactly.
it's just broken.
If you get a chance to pick up a Kutuzov, you take it. This thing's wonderful. Now, it has been somewhat nerfed lately with the smoke fire penalty. So if you fire from smoke, you will be detected up to 7.7 kilometers away. Which means as a destroyer, you see a Kutuzov that's smoked up, you just face charge it and spot it in its own smoke, and you can shoot it back at it, and it can't detect you because it's in its own smoke. I've done that so many times in my Kiev.
Yeah, try to scavenge some smoke here and there.
Of kilometer Shimakaze, but fortunately you've got a shield in front of you.
And he's actually gonna take it for me.
2. That's alright, he's got British heal. He'll be okay.
Yeah, I've got no heal. Any HP lost is gone forever.
Yep, now you've got an opportunity to stop and smoke and spam that Iowa, but he's about to go behind that island, so... Oh, look at those planes. Now, was Edgecase grinding the Lexington? Is that why he took it?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Zampy is a bit of a prodigy with Destroyer, so seeing him in a Cossack is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Zampy is just gonna do Zampy things in this game and flex everything.
Defensive fire to help with the Musashi there. Not a bad decision. Yeah, Edge, well, it's Lexington. You only get, what, one fighter squadron, if I remember right? Okay, you okay? You want it? There you go. Cat decided he wants back on.
Well, yeah, overall, I think the first smoke here is kind of wasted.
Well, yeah, you don't have too much to shoot at. I mean, that we're going maybe for a little bit. I think those torps might have been going for you.
Possibly, but it's just a shit show in B, and Zampy's going straight in with.
So, Hush, since you can't get the Kutuzov anymore, and we're watching you do dirty things, of course, how can a player get around a Kutuzov? How can they take care of a Kutuzov? What are its weaknesses?
So basically, Kutuzov has to do a series of things correct to make sure it's safe. If it's in the open early game, then focus fire will obviously wreck it because it's all 25mm armor and just overmatch the city.
Okay.
Also, this thing doesn't have that many of weaknesses, does it?
Yeah, the biggest thing, of course, is broadside citadeling with cruisers or battleships. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Focus fire can do a lot to it. And even though it's got really good defensive fire, still, if you have a good, competent carrier captain, they can keep him perma-spotted, at least until he goes into smoke. That's fine. And once it goes into smoke, you can drop on it with torps and stuff like that, too, if you're a carrier player.
Oh, and I think a point that... Yeah, let me rephrase this. A point there was a couple of seconds ago, I was spamming the Borgon even though my smoke has dissipated. That was because I was hijacking the enemy in the middle of the cap. So,
yep. Yep, that was the Shimakaze smoke that was right there that was preventing line of sight between you and the Borgon.
And that means the MP's providing valuable spotting.
Yes.
For this work.
Kutuzov also has 8-kilometer torpedoes, so if you do charge the smoke and you're spotted, you've got, what, I think it's 5 torpedoes to deal with?
Yes.
But watch as he's hitting the Conqueror here, his shots are gonna do better penetrating damage because of that IFHE.
That was an AK first salvo on the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm. Now he's got to be careful here because he's now 8.8 kilometers away. Remember I said 7.7 kilometer smoke detect? So you're going to have to stop shooting when he gets to about 8 kilometers away. I would probably be F3 spamming on that Conqueror trying to get people to shoot him. You got a Des Moines nearby too that can radar you.
Oh yeah. At this point, I think I realized like this is not going well. I'm just reversing like mad and hope for somebody to save my ass, but the Musashi is just running away.
Yep, now you got spotted in the smoke, so that, there it is. I was gonna say, it means you have a destroyer that's within 7.7. An edge case with the epic spotting there.
Yeah, I was frantically shouting towards Edge Case. What the hell is going on? Like, who the hell is blowing my cup?
Bet you wish you had those torps now.
Pure panic time. Look at that lot. Cleveland, Des Moines, Iowa, Erie. So that could be AP shells, twerps, everything coming to that smoke, and I was just, I'm stuck nose in, and yeah, not good. And I can't reverse too far as well. Because if I reverse too far, the Buffalo and Conquer will get my side.
Yep.
Oh, luckily, however, they aren't. Lucky. Here comes the forward.
Yeah, that was a pretty epic dodge there. Gearing is now your target. He's slowing down, so. Thing is, if you smoke, that Des Moines will just radar you and completely nullify your smoke.
Yes.
You have to
so
hope
I
it's
was
the...
just,
Go ahead.
Just saying, bow in and meh. See how long.
Yeah, you just have to hope that that Iowa is a bad shot. Notice Hush changed to AP because he noticed the Des Moines is broadside. Nice Citadel.
But only now do I smoke because he's not, the Des Moines is now outside of 10 kilometers, so
Right.
I'm actually yeah, out of his radar range.
Broadside Iowa? Okay. Look at that adrenaline rush.
And this AP, I mean, it's not reliable for citadeling stuff, but getting full half pen damage is pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ed just bring up a good point. The enemy ships that did a nice job of balling up for anti-air, which is exactly what you would want to do in a carrier game. Whereas the enemy team, or sorry, whereas your team kinda didn't do that a little bit.
Yeah, our Musashi got shit on.
Yeah, but you guys are still doing okay.
Because Zampi just wrecked everything down up north.
I like how you were originally thinking of turning away and running, and you could see that with his positioning. He had his bow on the other side of the island there. And then he got a little greedy, saw that Iowa coming, and he's like, ooh. Oh, Jones, hey, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. How's it going, everybody? We're about to watch Hushubao kill an Iowa that's rushing around the corner. Oh, but you might die too. Lol, nope. That's where the acceleration comes in handy, guys. Did you see that? Yeah, your torps aren't gonna hit. I think you expected him to turn in.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now,
that acceleration saved me big time.
Oh yeah. One thing to consider is on the Iowa, especially like this, you might want to consider shooting the bow and penning that part of the ship. You can do some pretty good pen damage there. What's up, MMA? Alright, well, not a bad game, and we have one more replay in Hushubao's replay theater here, which is going to be the Jervis.
I mean, for the Kutuzov game, it's not the highest of damage, and this ship is certainly capable of much greater things. But I think the point there was that the high pressure situation, like a parade of enemy ships just going over my bow, and yeah, I mean, like if the enemies are better shots, were smarter, or apply more pressure to me, I would certainly have died. But I'm not offering myself up as a free kill either. Like, if you want to kill me, you gotta make some effort and come and do it.
Right, exactly. We often see Kutuzovs that like to sit out on the flank way out in the middle of nowhere all by themselves. So definitely different gameplay there, using your islands so that when the smoke runs out, you still have cover. By the way,